Hi, Jennifer. My name is Steve. And my wife, Michelle, spoke to Kaylee the other day, and Kaylee gave Michelle your name and email so that we could send you a quick video of three things that you can do today to bring in more customers to your business. Most likely, you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this? And what's in it for me? Well, oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are just too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to bring someone in to do it is that they don't really know who an expert is and who isn't. I found by giving people an easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Steve. Can you do it for me, please? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you heard and you can see that I have many tricks up my sleeve to help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you and do it yourself, that works for me too. No harm, no foul. So with that being said, let's get in to me on showing you the three things that you can do that will set your company above everybody else in Google. So the first thing we want to go over is content. In content, what Google calls content is wording in the number of words they like to see. The average spot or amount of words that Google likes to see to be in the number one spot for chiropractor is anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500. And by the way, you got a pretty nice site. I like the way your logo up here comes in and out as you scroll up and down. So if we take all your words and put it into a word counter that we use right here, which I'll show you right now, it shows that sparksclinic.com, the homepage, has 680. And within them 680 words, you want to have more keywords and stuff in there. So with this, you should, be better if you'd be up between the 1,500 and 2,500 keywords with relevant keywords to your business. Now we're going to go back and take a look at the Thrive. This is one of your competitions that's above you. And as you can see from their website, they have in there about 1,048, and that's very beatable. So if you really want to knock them out of the park, get up to, do 1,500 to 2,500, and that will really set you above Thrive. So now we're going to go into a little tool that we have. We're going to move on to the next thing, which pertains to your content. We're going to look at keywords. And within a tool that I have, it's called Ahrefs. We pay a couple $100 a month for this to run behind the scenes look at what Google sees on every site, and they're looking at you and pulling in different backlinks and organic keywords. So if your organic keywords says you've got 12, and if we go take a look, I've done a scan on Thrive as well. They're pulling in 40, and we can go. This will even show us where they're ranking and the keywords that we're ranking. And you can take this can be done. We can take all this and do the exact same thing they're doing to get above them and even more. If you've got the more keywords you rank for, that helps out a lot too. So they're doing chiropractor more. They're getting about 16 clicks a month, say. Now let's go check yours out, see if you've got that in there. And right here, it's showing you're only getting 2 clicks a month, and you're sitting in position 16, which normally in Google you have about 9 websites per page. So this is going to put you on the second page with that, and it looks like Thrive is going to be on the first page with that. So now let's do a search with chiropractic more Oklahoma. And when I already did it, so I wouldn't be dragging them, taking too much time out of your day with this. So as you see, when we come here, first things we see up top here is sponsored. Uh, what these are paid ads by these companies. And sometimes these can become, only do these if your foundation is solid. What I mean by that is your website's able to convert. If not, they're going to become a money pit for you. So as we scroll down, we see what they call the map pack, which it's Google's map. And within here, you'll see the different businesses ranked. The first one you see is Joint, More Chiropractic, Thrive, and Vertebrae. So you might be asking, how do I get on here to be up here in the top? Well, Google is shown that the number one, roughly the number one person up here has anywhere from 200 to 300 citations. And you might be asking, what is a citation? So a citation is your name, your address, and phone number, or in short, what marketing people like to call NAP. And what happens with these, what a NAP is it's where your business's name, address, and phone number is. Like for instance, you got yellow.com. You could have the Yellow Book, the B2B, Google Places, and even Facebook is one. So these are some of the things you want to get. You need more of these. You want to have at least 200 to 300, but that's to get you there up over the top. But if you want to stay ahead of them, you want to try to get anywhere from 50 to 100 more. So you're in the top for a while. You want them to be chasing you. So that is a little bit over that's the second thing in citations. And then we want to go take a look at the last thing, and the third thing at is backlinks. So if you look at the backlinks with Thrive, they have 266. And if we go back to Ahrefs and take a look at yours, you've got 97. Now, also within these backlinks, there are 2 types of backlinks. And we can go in here and actually see what backlinks that Thrive is coming up with. And we can go and get all these and beat them. So with this, it's the same as citations. You want to get at least as many as those, but you want to have more and be constantly updating and adding so they can't catch up to you. And with backlinks, there are 2 different kinds. There's relevant and ones that aren't relevant. If you want to go there, what I mean by that is, like, say you get a backlink from a site in the industry coming back to you saying that you're a good chiropractor. Now, the bad one, for an example, for a bad one, that could be one coming from a pizza place and you don't sell cheese pizzas. So that's how or the difference between the backlinks in the in here. So hopefully this is um, gave you some more insight on what you can do to set yourself apart, and put yourself above your competition here in Moore chiropractic here in Moore. So with that being said, we're gonna do a quick. I'm gonna three things that you want to do. A little quick summarize everything up here. On content, you want to have your front page needs to be at least 1,500 words, but somewhere's in between the 15 and 2,500. Citations, it's good to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competitions by a landslide. And then once you beat them out, you want to keep going with them, as well as your uh, on that. So you want to get at least 50 to maybe 100 more. Your link juice or backlinks, you need to have more relevant sites pointing to you guys, because that gives you more authority than your competition. And if you got the more of them you have, the better it is. And if you improve these strategies today, you can be number one across Google. It's not hard, it's doable. So, and you can either take this information I provided you, use it yourself, or if you'd like, give me a call. We can chat. You can either call myself, call me Steve, or my wife Michelle. Our number is 405-410-3024, and be more than happy to talk to you to discuss a little bit more on what your goals and things is for your online presence. So, if you need any help, give us a call at 405-410-3024. I look forward from hearing from you, and have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.